Hello, my name is Gabrielle Hollander, student number 106-23554, and I am going to be discussing how the Bloom was implemented within our code today. So, with our Bloom, we were making use of FBOs, and then also and multiple FBO passes as well. So we used our a bright fragment shader, a blur fragment shader, and also a bloom composite shader, which we would then deal with within our FBOs. So right now I'm going to go through how exactly the FBOs were implemented within our main. So we first made sure to deal with our unlit material, and then pass a bright pass. Then this specific bright pass would then be bound, and then the quad would be drawn. Afterwards, we made sure to do a bright pass and a blur pass, and then refer to the specific bloom material, so that the U bright and U scene would be taken from our FBO passes and then be passed into the bloom composite fragment shader. The composite fragment shader is a very simple shader in the fact that it only takes the UV, the bright texture, and then the original scene texture, and then it adds both of these together in order to get the bloom that we are seeing here. We have our bloom threshold set low. That is why it is not obvious. However, it fits the scene that we are trying to go here with. We were given the fishing scenario, and that's what we were going for. So to look over our actual Gaussian blur code, it's just we manipulated our blur code and actually dealt with a 5 resolution kernel. This is what we were using, and then we would that's why we have arrays of 5 to deal with our weights for each column. So here we have all the weights set here, and then we add this to our blurred by using the text function, using our offset coordinates, and then multiplying by the weight depending on what specific kernel we are dealing with. Afterwards, this is divided by 9, and then we have blurred returned, and that's what is getting output there. Then we also have our bright fragment shader, which basically just takes the UV and then also the C variable in order to clamp, and then it's C minus U threshold. So just making sure that the texture threshold is correct, and that when we are to apply a quad on top of that we wouldn't have any problems or tearing or wrapping of the texture depending on there. So other than that, Cameron was able to explain how we were able to get bookend shapes. We were not able to fully implement collision within this due to issues that we have. Also in the fact that both of our partners were absent. So both of us came and worked together, and I will make sure to note this as well when submitting this. Thank you for listening to to my video on explaining Bloom, and hopefully our code is impressive.